Hey everyone, y'all been asking me to do a how-to video on how I cook my crabs. Um, so I've decided to cook some crabs. I am feeling a little bit better. If y'all saw in my last video, I had a whole bunch of nasal stuff going on. It's cleared up some. I've been trying to sweat it out. I had a busy Saturday. I actually was playing laser tag, so crazy thing about it is when I finished playing laser tag, when I ran my hand through my hair, when I tell you it was like looking like I washed my hands and my hands was dripping wet, yeah, I was sweating that thing out. But that's what my Saturday was looking like. I think that helped a little bit. Some of the congestion has gone, and I'm feeling a little bit better. So, yeah, so let's get back to trying to cook these crabs. So, yeah. So, what you will need is a nice good pot. It don't have to look all cute and all perfect. And I use the best cooking pot, and this is what I primarily just cook all of my crabs in. It don't look all cute. Don't pay attention to any of that. The whole key is I'm gonna say this is probably like a 2-quart pot, or like maybe a little bit bigger than a 2. It's not super big, but it's big enough. I filled it maybe a little bit less than halfway. I don't have that many crabs. So right now I just filled it with some cold water, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some beer. So what you will need is a nice good pot. It don't have to look all cute and all perfect. And I use the best cooking pot, and this is what I primarily just cook all of my crabs in. It don't look all cute. Don't pay attention to any of that. The whole key is I'm gonna say this is probably like a 2-quart pot, or like maybe a little bit bigger than a 2. It's not super big, but it's big enough. I filled it maybe a little bit less than halfway. I don't have that many crabs. So right now I just filled it with some cold water, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some beer. So as I stated before, um, having a nice little dosage of malt liquor added into your crab mixture, well, your water is a good thing. You'd be surprised the flavor that it gives to your crabs. So I'm just pouring this can in. And it's funny because I feel like the higher alcohol content is a 16-ounce can. And this actually is still reserve. I don't know if you ever heard of that brand, but yeah. That's one can. Here's another can. I actually could add another can, but I'm not. Because again, I'm not making that many crabs. So what I'm going to do now is I have a lid that's right here that I am going to put over the pot, and wait for it to come to a rapid boil. So I'll come back when it starts to boil the way I like it to boil. Alright. So remember I was telling y'all about that rapid boil that I was looking for? Well, here it is, okay? So this was the boil that I was looking for it to come to. I have my Old Bay season. This is key. Season up that water and beer. Season up that water and that beer. I'm kind of generous when I season up the water. Some people take some white vinegar and add to it. It's a personal preference if you want to. Some people don't see it as a difference if you add it or don't. So you could use that to your discretion, but that is another key thing. I'm just trying to keep it as a basic boil. So here's the crabs. These are all live. The thing is, you have to cook your crabs live. They have to be living. They have to be moving. If they're not moving like this, it's a problem. And look, I got one trying to escape from the bed. You have to have them moving and live. And I got some bad comments last little video that I had showing this graphic. Ooh, sorry y'all, but it's kind of hard doing this with one hand. But as you can see, they're moving, okay? They have to be alive when they're going into the water. You don't want to be eating dead crabs. So I'm going to continue doing this because I can't do it with just one hand. And I'll come back and show y'all once the crabs are all in. So all the crabs are in a pot. As you can see, now that I had the crabs in a pot, the boil has died down. So you just want to keep them cooking. You want to keep them going. And let them cook for like 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes. I don't have a specific time. I go off of my instinct because I can tell when they're done and when they're not. So I'm going to just let these cook, put the lid back on, and I'll be back. So look at the crabs. They're done. Take them out. Now, at some point, the legs do fall off sometimes during the cooking process, which is fine. But I'll pull them out towards the end because they end up floating at the bottom. And what I'm doing is I'm putting them over here. So I have more in the pot, but for the sake of time, just so y'all see what they look like. I'll just sprinkle some more Old Bay on them, like that. So it's a difference though when y'all go and buy, like, some people were asking me different questions about I guess the pre-cooked crabs. The pre-cooked crabs, like the Dungeness. You wouldn't cook them as long as these, because again, these are live. So it's a big difference. And I never, just so y'all know, I never buy frozen blue crabs. I always buy them fresh. I never ever. I think they taste nasty. I think that's one item I would never buy already, like, cooked and reheat them. I'm fine with doing the Alaskan snow crabs and the Dungeness and all them other crabs like that. But when it comes down to the blue crabs, look, it still has some of the seaweed and stuff on there. When it comes to the blue crabs, I feel like you can't do nothing to alter this by buying the frozen. So you have to, for the best taste, buy it fresh. I think the pre-packaged, it takes the flavoring out of it and everything. Yeah, so make sure you have a good pair of tongues and some long enough tongues that will get all of the crabs out. What I'm gonna do now is drain this pot, get the crabs there on the bottom, and look, voila, here are the crabs. So for people that think it's kind of hard cooking crabs, not sure, it's simple. And the thing is, this is all what it is with any of the seafood. If I wanted to add shrimp, I could just add the shrimp at this point and just let them cook. Cook them for like a couple minutes. Same thing with the mussels, clams, and things of that nature. So, you know, this is all like, it's not that hard. Alright, so this is it. Hope you enjoy this video, and I hope y'all get an opportunity to make your own crabs and let me know how it turns out. Alright, bye.